Hey there everyone and welcome to some more Near Monsters PvP. This is from back in sort of July kind of time I think, and it's a couple of clips looking at this team that I'm not doing this chronologically. There was a Pyramids Golem team before I used this one, but I want to take a look at this one first. This was a really powerful team that I took to top 10, and it's a Link Water going into Link Storm. At the front here I've got a kind of combo where I use Snow Hulk to then bring in Polarian, then I give turn to Polarian to then sleep anything of my choice before stepping back. It's actually extremely effective. In this particular video, the two clips that we're going to look at, the opponent's teams are very much like meta kind of teams. You can see Jagardi and Ball Basher here, got stun immune stuff. There was actually another Snow Hulk in this battle. So I went for the Snow Hulk at the beginning, rather than Jagardian or Bauble Basher, because if I killed, say, Jagardian with that Snowball, then his Snow Hulk will snowball as well, and there'll be something that comes in after that Desikian which is shielded, and I didn't know what that monster was, so I was like, I think it's actually better to hit the Snow Hulk and then just take the Retributions, and hopefully then I can start regaining some control. So here I'm able to take out the Desikian before it shields anything, then kill off the Bauble Basher. I'm going to slowly chip down, I hit that Jagardian first with Cyclozar, but now I'm going to chip down this Ozard, because I can actually get it off with the Cyclozar very slowly. He goes for my aggressive monsters, taking them down here, which is a perfectly fair choice. Good decisions from him. The Dracarosa, though, is not really going to do anything. So he tries to kill the Tartar Grenade, but Counter-Strike doesn't quite do enough damage to actually deal any damage to the Tartar Grenade. So that Dracarosa I can definitely leave alive the whole battle. It does kind of disable my sleep, though, because I do want to do a lot of sleep. So I'm thinking here, trying to decide, am I planning to kill the Arizard with Gangrilla? In which case, should I hit something else? But I decide, now I need to kill off that Zeus Worm. It has got a kill, so it can roll Blood Fury. And so I'm going to kill off this Arizard with my Cyclozar more. He takes down the Tartar Grenade. This Malwing enters, and oh, it's excellent. It managed to, obviously it stunned the Blue Maluga, but the thing it put to sleep was Dracarosa, so it's disabled two of those monsters. Dracarosa I was kind of leaving alive anyway, but it would have done the Purify Mist if it slept anything else. So this is now a 4v2. I've got the Arizard lined up to kill. I actually decided to take the kill on Malwing, so Malwing is now charged, and I'm able to kind of line it up, so I take down this Nova Drake first. I don't care too much about this double retribution because I've got high quality monsters and he is not in a position where he can continue to fight back. The Munisem unfortunately doesn't die from that. Fair enough though. And I can finish off with the Blood Crave. Now he's got a second stun absorber, so that's great. I've just stunned both those stun absorbers, and now I can ignore three of his monsters and just take out this Jagardian. So I'm looking at this next one, the Oak Thulu. I'm also thinking I want to sleep with that Link Instant Hypnotize the Dracarosa when it wakes up. So I'm just going to skip with Vixorid for now. I'm going to take my time with stuff. And think about the give turn here. Yes, I'll give it to Gangrilla. I'm actually going to remove the poison from Gangrilla because I can see there's a lot of poison stuff in his endgame. And that allows me to kind of pass time nicely. I've still got everything lined up so I can keep killing stuff. The Dracarosa woke up here, so I put it back to sleep. And then we've got Penguinator next in line. The Utopian's about to get a turn as well, so I decided to hit that down. I don't actually mind too much if the Magatsuo gets a turn, so I can actually just kind of skip and let it get a turn. And then it means that I can line up my monsters so they have a lot of turns in a row when this Penguinator comes in. So whatever is behind that Penguinator doesn't matter because I'll have the monsters to deal with it. Comes to the Magatsuo's turn, he can't really do that much. So he decides to Toxic Conversion his Dracarosa, which he actually hasn't done quite yet, but I prepared for this video. I know what the battles are. So he did Toxic Conversion, and then I can, deal with his Penguinator. I can kill the Magatsuo. He's not going to be able to do anything here. Like, after that mid-section of the battle, when my Malwing entered, actually, I just took complete control of the battle. And early on, I was quite aggressive with just allowing him to kill off my monsters, because I knew that I'd be able to keep controlling his team as well, and I could leave a couple of things alive. So the next battle, again, it's against a kind of meta team. In my notes, I wrote this as like an S plus spam team. We've got the classic here, another Jagardian, Padronorca, another stun immune sweeper, Delegazar he's got lined up so he can haze with a Jagardian and then stealth bane anything he wants. And then he's got the auto taunt stun absorber with next in line the very annoying Motor Dragon. So Psychozar again can't really do a whole lot, so I just let time pass again, and he hits the Tartar Grenade down. He then does the Haze, and he goes straight for my Mythic, the Aetherian. So the sleep comes in, it hits Padronorka, that's pretty awesome. So I take down the Auto Taunt, because that's going to be really annoying. Like, none of my other monsters can really deal with it that effectively. It's going to block the instant Hypnotize. Normally here I would give turn to Polarian, but none of the enemies are actually going to get a turn before then. So I decide to instead just skip, so I can maybe give turn to something that is a bit more effective. So I take down the Motor Dragon before it gets a turn. I can then sleep the Tricranium, because that's the thing that it may have the Blessing Water, in which case it can heal, purify the team. So I put that to sleep before stepping back. And now I can use the give turn to Christine to get the second one-shot move to take down Delicazar. Once again, kind of letting the Jagardian just do its thing. It's a little bit slow in some respects. Well, Stealth Bane's good. Stealth Bane's definitely a fast move, but if it goes to the double retribution, it's not particularly aggressive. Like, it cannot deal with my three monsters. My three monsters are going to do a lot better. The sleep, though, perfectly hit Geomagnus. That was amazing, because now he has three monsters asleep. I used the Accelerate team so I could use his own stun to kill off the Bronze Shell, a bit more effective than just using Reckless Attack, and it meant that Guy Mirai wasn't stunned either. So here I did an Element Accelerate. I would say that's a bit of a mistake. I was a little bit hasty, and then I realised at this point, Padronorka is about to wake up. I probably should have done the Counter-Strike on Padronorka, rather than the Element Accelerate, because Padronorka wakes up just before my Psychosar can get a turn, which I realised when I was on that Polarian's turn. So a bit of a mistake there, but oh well. Now I can grab the kill on Polarian, killing that Padronorka, and I don't actually mind too much about his Mechavarthan getting a turn because it can't give turn to anything, so I kill off the Cannon Shogun rather than going for the Mechavarthan. Uses the Poison Gas, and very nicely it wakes up his whole team, so that's great for him, but I'm actually in an excellent position here, because I've got the Bloomiluga stun protection, so any kind of random shocking entrance he's got is going to be dealt with. His Tricranium isn't loaded, and most importantly, because he did that backstab, my Link Slowbane All is charged. So I decided to take down the Musashoid next. I'm guessing he probably has like a Death Gazer next in line, and it'd be great to kill off all four monsters before Death Gazer enters, and sure enough there's a Death Gazer there. So I use the Link Slowbane All, he's got two monsters coming in, there was a Centurion at the back, fair enough. But as you can see, the battle's won. This was just like another example of complete control. This is what my team does, and it was a lovely team to play with. Like I said, it did very well. I got top 10, and because I was enjoying it so much, I decided to start recording. And these matches, which in this video and the next few videos of PvP, you'll see they're actually all like in a row. I just literally recorded a few matches in a row, and they're all great. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in a video soon.